And the challenger leads 1-0. We'll set up for game number 2 with the same 2 decks of cards. And I say this often, but it's true. If you can remember what's been played, it helps you. Mike, we left off. The question goes to you, and you need this game to tie. We asked 100 United States congressmen in Washington, D.C. If your party nominated a qualified woman for president, would you support her? How many congressmen said they would refuse to support a qualified woman for president?
Let's see. Congressmen are just about have to come out on record as stating they would support her, so a low number, I'm going to say 7.
7 would not support a woman for president, Robin.
I think it's higher. I think it's higher.
Higher than that. You think the male chauvinism would prevail there?
Definitely.
Yeah, sounds like a Greek chorus out there with the women. The actual number of congressmen who would refuse to support a qualified woman for president is 58. It's higher, Robin. Oh. Fortunately, we take confidential polls because it'd be a lot of congressmen in trouble otherwise. Robin, your base card is a 10. Do you want it?
I would love to change that, please.
And it becomes an 8. Ooh, not a good change. Got to play that one.
Higher.
It's 50-50.
Sure.
You say higher than an 8? And you're right, with a king.
I'm going to say the next card's lower.
Lower than a king. Yes, with a 10.
I'm going to freeze.
You'll freeze. Needing just 2 cards to become the new champion. Robin, we asked 100 married women. Have you ever gotten so mad at your husband that you starched his underpants? How many women said they had starched their husband's underpants?
I don't think most women own starch anymore. They may not wash them. I would say maybe 20.
20.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike?
That's cruel and unusual punishment. Lower than that.
Lower.
For sure.
The actual number of married women who have gotten so angry at their husband that they starched his underpants is 2. It's lower, Mike. Yeah.
It couldn't be that bad.
I think if I were the husband of one of those 2 ladies, I would be very careful what I said and did. Mike, your base card is a 9. Do you want it?
I'll change that.
And you can change it to a jack. Good change.
Pretty good card. I'll go lower on the next card.
Lower than a jack. Yes,
all right,
with an 8.
All right. I'm going to have to freeze there.
Don't want to play that 8. Mike needs 3 cards. Robin needs 2. The question number 3 to you, Mike. We asked 100 pediatricians across the country. Should teachers be allowed to spank children who misbehave in school? How many children's doctors said teachers should be allowed to spank children?
I think that's becoming more the vogue now, to discipline. I'll say 53.
53 pediatricians said yes, teachers should be allowed to spank children.
I don't think that pediatricians would condone that quite so much as parents might, so I'm going to say it's lower.
Lower. The actual number of pediatricians who said teachers should be allowed to spank children who misbehave in school is 57, not lower, Mike.
I want to change that card immediately.
Don't even want to wait till I get over here to change the
faster.
8 to a 9. Little better.
I'll go lower than that, playing the odds.
Lower than a 9. Oh no, a big haste. Came up at the wrong time. That gives Robin a chance to play off the 10 and call this.
I'm going to say it's lower.
Lower than a 10. Yes, with a 9.
I'm going to freeze.
And you'll freeze. Robin needs 1 card. Mike needs 3 as we fill in the space. And again, we're at sudden death. Robin, we asked 100 people, do you think most advertising claims are truthful? How many people said yes?
I don't think they're truthful, so I'm going to say it's 20.
20 people said advertising claims are truthful, Mike.
I believe a few of the ones I say higher.
Higher than that. The actual number of gullible people who will believe anything and think most advertising claims are truthful is 16. It's not higher, Robin. You've got that all-important control. And we have a very interesting board, Robin. You need 1 card to win. Mike needs 3. You've got control. Do you want to play it for 1 or force him to play it for 3?
Oh, gosh. I'm going to pass it.
You're going to pass it. Mike, you must play the 9. You have to turn them all over to tie it up. 1 mistake, we have a new champion. Call this card.
Tough card to start with. I'll say lower.
Lower than a 9.
Woo!
2, very much lower.
They're making up for the last game, those cards. It's got to be higher now.
Higher than a 2.
Hark.
Yes, with a 4. 1 to go.
By the skin of my teeth. Higher. Higher for the
Higher
game.
than a 4 to tie up the match.
on.
He did it. 3 cards. Well, let's set up for the tiebreaker.
Live and learn.
What, Robin?
I said live and learn.
You live and learn. You had a difficult decision
Yeah.
because you didn't know what your one card was going to be. I think he made the right decision. He just finally got the cards falling for him. Tiebreaker with just 3 cards up there, 3 questions here. Someone's going to play the money cards. Mike, we asked 100 women in a previous studio audience. Would you rather spend an evening with Woody Allen or Sylvester Stallone? How many women said they'd rather spend the evening with Woody Allen?
Humor over sex, I'm not sure. I'd say a low number. 23.
23 would rather be with Woody Allen than Sylvester Stallone.
I think they'd rather spend it with Woody, so I'm going to say it's higher.
Higher than that. The actual number of women who love a good joke and would rather spend an evening with Woody Allen than Sylvester Stallone is 34. It's higher, Robin. And here's that all-important base card in the tiebreaker. A big 8.
I am going to keep it and say it's lower.
Lower than an ace with a king.
The next card's got to be
If
lower.
this is lower, we have a new champion on Card Sharks. We do. Congratulations, Robin. Good win.
Thank you.
Mike,
Thank you. Have a good time.
that's nice, and you're leaving here with $2,100. That's not bad.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Mike. Robin, come on down here. What?
I've never won anything in my whole life, ever.
Really?
Really.
That's terrific. I hope she's going to win a lot more with the money cards coming up right after this commercial break.